I'm starting now. So a good question for you guys. Well, Chris, I'd be curious about the whole Kansas thing with Karen, and I mean the university, but just Kansas. What's the bond? What's the vibe with folks from Kansas?
Bone of my bone, marrow of my marrow. I would say that the Kansas, I don't know what that meant.
Yeah.
I didn't know the Bible. The Kansas.
I don't know if marrow was in there. I think it was flesh, but go
Flesh?
ahead.
That's the NASB. I would say the Kansas connection is the one place where Karen and I were on equal footing. If you look at the org chart, at least when she started, I was reporting to her. And so I'd come in.
Was there an org chart?
There were several. You could,
What did we call it? Matrix. I remember a matrix.
flip through the notebook and figure out who's in charge today, because it's not easily. And I would show up on a Monday, and Karen would say, "Hey, here are the things I have for you to do today." And at the end of the day, which for her was about 10:30, 10:45.
Right? No,
I'd
I'm with
report
you.
back to her. Here's the work I've done so far, and I'll stay at it through the week. The one exception to that was the Kansas thing, where it felt a little bit like we were peers.
Yeah.
In that sense.
Okay. I never saw her in a jersey, though, the Kansas jersey. Did she have one and just not wear it at church?
Maybe. I'm going to take the fifth on commenting on anything in Karen's closet
Okay.
at this point.
Okay. Yeah. Good. By the way, this is Chris and Aaron Griggs. Aaron?
Karen, you dress beautifully. I just want you to know.
Yeah. Aaron's having a little wine before she speaks. What could we ask Aaron? Well, here's a question. Borders on inappropriate, but that Kansas connection, did you ever feel like, Chris and Karen, Kansas?
Connected more around Kansas than I...
Yeah, was there anything you were sort of envious of? Have you ever visited Kansas?
I have visited Kansas.
Okay.
Karen doesn't strike me as someone who is from Kansas.
You mean that in the best way.
In the
Yes.
yeah.
About Karen.
Yes, and Karen and I have had some conversations around Kansas food.
Yes. Is there a Kansas cuisine? Well,
There is.
steak,
Lots
meat.
of mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise and meat.
Lots of green canned vegetables and fruit.
Yeah.
Kansas salad consists of iceberg lettuce,
Mayonnaise, olives,
and then
some Thousand
whatever
Island
kind of dressing. Thousand Island, French,
So sick.
ranch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Karen and I connected around that, and I was only grateful for Karen's calls during this last season for the championship
The calls
game.
and the
That was
texts
totally
during
fun.
March Madness.
Yeah, that was exciting.
Never envious,
good.
always celebratory, really.
Now, here's my closing question. I'm asking everybody. I'll move the camera as you take another drink of wine, Aaron Griggs. Have you guys ever actually met, and I would put this name in quotes, Matt?
Yeah.
Have you seen Matt?
I have.
Never
Matt,
have.
I've-
No idea who he is.
I hear about Matt,
No.
but quite frankly, in my
He went to the tournament with his
If-
son.
No, I've seen the
you,
son.
Here, if you Google Matt Smith and type in Wiki, you'll get a link to Wikipedia, and you go there and it says "See Abominable Snowman." They're
Yeah.
kind of in the same category,
Yeah.
but I actually have a Matt Smith sighting. He came to the not to the church, not to the actual installation. I don't think he's ever been to a church, but he came to the installation party after my installation. After
At the
church-
Robinsons.
At the Robinsons after church service.
Which is a great place to go.
Oh.
The next time I saw him after that was never. So
I think I saw him that night
I'm
too,
on a
quite
4.5
frankly.
year stretch with no Matt. So I'm trying to figure out, did I say something?
Let Aaron speak.
Okay.
I said my piece.
Okay.
Becky tells me I have to shut up now.
Yeah. What else is
Becky's
new?
job.
What